My whole family loves guacamole. Do y'all?
Yes.
And I tell you who makes great guacamole is Jamie.
Yes, he does.
And I don't think he does anything tricky to it. But this one is going to be a spicy basil guacamole.
I know Jamie doesn't do cilantro in his.
No, Jamie says cilantro tastes like soap.
So does Bobby.
Bobby too. It's so funny. And I have heard people say that outside our family, which would.
I don't like cilantro either.
You don't?
I don't know that it tastes like soap, but I don't like whatever it tastes like. I don't.
All right, it smells so much like
fan.
licorice. As I chop, it smells just like licorice.
Oh, the basil?
Yes. So we're going to need 1/4 cup of finely chopped basil. I've got 1 medium tomato that has been diced and de-seeded. All right, I've got 2 spring onions. I'm going to go ahead and put in there. I've got the juice of 1 lime. I may do that once I get the avocado in there, so I'll make sure it's nice and coated. And I will go ahead and add our garlic and get those things stirred up. My whole family and my grandchildren, oh my goodness, do they love Mexican food. I bet they all go out to eat once a week for this. And Sully, I don't know, since they moved to Birmingham, I hope Kari has found a good Mexican restaurant for Sully. All right, so this calls for 1 tablespoon of crushed red pepper. To me, that's too much. It'd probably be perfect for Michael. But I'm going to do, we hear you, Lou. That looks like about a half a teaspoon to me. And you know what? That looks like a good bit. And if it's not enough, I can always come back and add to it, right? Because I've told y'all for so many years, you can always add to, but you can't take out. All right, so I'm going to put this to the side. And, to me, you have to plan ahead for avocados. Have y'all noticed that? It is so hard to, if you want to do Mexican tonight, it's so hard to go out and find a ripe avocado. Sometimes the organic, you can look those up, and sometimes they'll be closer to being ripe and ready to use. Oh my gosh, I didn't love avocado until I found out they were fattening. Because I said, I didn't like avocado. Well, honey, once I found out they were so fattening, I said, there's something's wrong here. Because if it's fattening, Paula should love it. All right, now I think I'm going to use 3 avocados. I'm just going to roll that around and then I'll just to get it going. This one feels really ripe. I hope that one was perfect. When did you buy these, Teresa?
Today.
No.
I know how to pick them out though. For my days at the produce stand, I can. There's always a few that you can find.
I thought I did too, but I like for it to have a little movement to it.
Sometimes Publix will have a section of, you can tell they're
ready to go.
Yeah.
So Teresa.
Yes, ma'am.
if you would get close to a microphone
Yes, ma'am.
and tell our friends out there,
How to decide which ones are
yes,
ready?
how to pick.
Well, you're definitely looking for the color. So the darker, as they start to really get darker, you know they're ripening up. And you want to be able, you should be able, it squishes just a little bit
just
to the
a little
touch.
bit, yes.
Now they will tell you that you can also at the very end, now this one doesn't really have one, but some of them you can pop them off and like just like that. And if it pops off, and it's not green, then you'll also know that it's that it's
so
ripe.
you pop that. See what she's
tiny
talking
piece.
about? See, it was that little bitty stem of that avocado. So she said, if that'll pop off and that's not green, then it's ready, right?
And if they're not ripe enough for you,
hey, Mike, you might
in a brown bag. And brown bags help the ripening process.
Okay. All right, so now I'm going to go on and I'm going to add the 1 lemon juiced and 1 lime juiced. Okay. The only thing we need now is a teaspoon of salt and some black pepper, if you would desire. Now, to me, avocado with the lime and lemon juice calls for 1 teaspoon. It calls for 1/4 a teaspoon of black pepper. So there you go, because I just tasted it, y'all. And that little scant 1/2 teaspoon of crushed red pepper, it's plenty enough. Michael would say, oh, you're a sissy. But it's plenty hot enough to me. And the basil just gives it a whole different flavor from like the cilantro, like you associate with guacamole. So there we go. And I'm going to steal the little butter thing. So enjoy, y'all. Enjoy. This is so pretty to look at, you know? So, love and best dishes to you all. Just do it the way you like it.
Hey y'all, it's Paula Deen. Now, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it and click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell to be alerted when I post a video. Love and best dishes, y'all.